Hello? Hello? Why, hello there, sleepyhead. I almost thought you were broken. Can you tell me who I am? Not fully awake yet? That's okay. Well, I'm Dr. Cawley. I'm a psychiatrist here at Paulson Medical Center. I'm your primary physician. I'd just like to ask you a few questions to ascertain how the surgery went. Now, do you feel numb? There's often a numbness after the surgery.
What surgery?
A response. Yeah, very good. It's the surgery you just went through, of course. Don't you remember? No, processor hasn't been fully updated.
Hold on just a sec. What are you talking about? Don't touch me.
There. It's just a simple processor update, nothing to be flustered about. Now, I'd like to ask you a few questions, starting with, what's today's date?
December 14th, 2078.
Very good. And your name?
Jason Douglas. What's this processor thing you were talking about?
I can see that this will take some explaining. Why don't we start at the top? Jason, I am sorry to inform you that, for the second time, you've tried to end your own life. Now, we at Paulson Medical take this very seriously, and you have agreed, in a very wise decision on your part, to participate in some of our new experimental research. Now, what's happened is, your subconscious has been copied onto an electronic gigabyte grid, or EGG for short. That's the you I'm talking to right now.
What? Get me out of here. I don't want to take part.
Luckily, the consent forms have already been signed, so there's no question about that. But Jason, I want you to understand what a wondrous opportunity this is. Our goal is going to be to work through your depression and the issues that have led you to seriously contemplating and even attempting suicide. We have the opportunity now to, at a natural pace, work through all of the issues that are plaguing you with no risk of harm to your bodily self. Don't you see what a glorious moment this is, when you and I can sit down across from one another, delve deeply into these issues?
What happens after the treatment is over?
Well, once we have, through our therapy sessions, cured your depression, or helped you to manage it as best you can, the you that is on the egg device, your subconscious, will be uploaded back to your embodied self in a sort of boot-up process. Then you will be free to live a long, healthy, and happy life from there. I know it's a lot to process. I understand that. Now, I know this might seem like an invasive procedure, but do try to use it as a learning process. And I mean, it does have its advantages, doesn't it? Try to think of even one horrendous thought. Try.
Well, I was surgically implanted into an egg.
No, I'm talking about negative thoughts about yourself, things that you express to me in our sessions together. You see? You can't even think of them. The egg protects you from all those sorts of negative thoughts and mental imbalances that could cause you to be down on yourself or even to harm yourself.
What if I experience something bad or observe something bad?
Look, we'll think of that when we come to it, all right? The point is, you're on the mend now.
Why did I try to kill myself, Doctor?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, that's one of the things that we are trying to investigate. I mean, you were on so many different medications with their attendant side effects. As you know, I mean, you were abandoned by your parents, neglected by your foster parents. Anyone in your situation could have been driven to desperate measures. But Jason, we are here to solve these issues, to help you to deal with them, to live with them, and to respect yourself as a human being. Are you ready to do that?
I'm starting to feel a bit tired.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Jason. The surgeons told me to charge you. There. How's that?
Actually, it's pretty refreshing.
Yes. Yes, I'd imagine it is.
How did I get to this point?
That's what I'm here to find out. Now, tell me about your relationship with your parents.
Real or foster?
Either.
Well, my real parents, as you can imagine, abandoned me at a very young age, so that left me very cold and distant from many people.
Interesting.
What is?
Well, the you that's speaking, that is the egg, began the question talking about your real parents, whereas the you sleeping over there began by talking about his foster parents.
Maybe it's the processor again.
Maybe it is.
What if this entire thing doesn't work? What if I don't get better?
One can only hope. Oh, don't be sad. We've only just begun.
How can you tell that I'm sad?
Well, your external display changes, but depending upon your emotions.
Why aren't I able to tell?
Well, it's more for our observation to see what your subconscious response would be to certain provocations.
So what am I, just some shell with no expressions?
No! You're an instrument of something much greater. Well, it's getting late. I have another patient to sit down with.
Another patient?
You're not my only one, you know. As I've said many times, Mr. Quinn, you can't opt out until proceedings are done.
But I can't opt out. I'm tired of your double talk, Dr. Colley. These treatments aren't working.
They are working, but you have to give them time. Look, yesterday was a whole week since you'd had a single negative thought. But now we're back to square one with you behaving like this.
I don't feel any different. Just because this egg thing shows signs doesn't mean I feel like I'm making any progress.
Look, that's true. Look, the egg is a vessel, which is designed to keep your conscious mind from manifesting your negative thoughts and emotions.
But I have been getting negative thoughts.
Really? How so?
Ever since you put me into simulator mode, I felt more alienated and isolated than ever before, and this doesn't even help. This is useless.
But don't you feel better being essentially back in your own skin?
No, not at all, Doctor. I feel useless. Even more so when I was on the outside.
Really? Now what would make you give a response like that?
I don't know. That's just how I feel.
It's strange. If you're sad, the egg should have turned blue. Where did you get that?
I thought it.
Mr. Quinn, put that down right now.